have both of them, work and play and sports, and these things come together. It's like a dream come true, you know? I feel like I'm 16 all over again. It's like I'm getting paid to enjoy everything that I do. 4th grade, a friend of mine had cards, and I was wondering what that was. He showed us a couple, and I was like, wow. And immediately when I saw that, I went back to the 4th grade at that desk, like, this is me. I'm looking at me on this card. Wow, it's amazing. If you get to autograph a card, some kid's gonna see that card maybe in the 4th grade again for the first time, and hopefully inspire to do the same thing.
Now, about how long does it typically take for one of these to heat up?
It usually takes about 35, 40 minutes for one pit to heat up. Not a lot of time. It takes longer, 45 minutes to an hour to make the coals. So we take the wood like such. We'll load it in here. Woo! That baby's hot. This will all come down, burn down in the coals. We'll stoke it a little bit. So this is what we want. So this is what we'll use to fire everything up. It's kind of a ritual. For me, 30 years in the business, you kind of adjust and everything starts to come second nature, if you will. Like, I know when the temperature is right by feel versus looking at a gauge. I know how long or how a hog may or may not cook, judging from the way that the texture of the skin and how it feels. And after so many years, you can almost tell which animal is going to produce a lot of pork. I've always felt that you can master your craft, but at the same time, I'd rather not master it. I want to continue to learn because there's so many different things that I can learn, so many different improvements that I think I can make with what I do already. So it's kind of a constant learning process on how to improve on something that's already been done for so long, so many years. Rolling in. You need me to help you put it on the table, right? All right. You gotta be pretty much a detail person. And you gotta be smart because you gotta figure out how to let the work with you, not against you. Here. Little incision here. You always wanna go toward the back. All right. Oh, sorry, Bill. I left you. Nipples up. Fresh coals. So we get it on. Sometimes you can start a little hotter if you want, but because we preheated the grill a little bit, we'll probably just like close it up and see how this starts. Keep a close eye on it. All right, let's clock this baby in, see. We'll put a note up here, because a lot of times, if one person and we change shifts to a different pit person, master, because it may be a woman, it may be a man, whichever one, we respect them both, but we always want to let the person behind us know where the hog started if there's a shift change. If there's not a shift change, that one person still has his information down to cover them through the entire cook. For me, it's entertaining and it's educational because I get to share with someone who don't understand exactly what's going on, but I also learn myself how to explain it. Give them all the little tad bits of details, you know. Here's one. We like to tap on the thermometer to make sure that it's not sticking because it's kind of a greasy job. So you want to give it a little tap. See how that came up just a couple of degrees? A lot of different details. It's like you got to use every sense. I can tell you how to build a car. Are you going to go outside and do it? Maybe, maybe not. But to share that information with them, it gives them that opportunity to give it a try, you know. And I like to see people succeed. So I don't care who it is, young, old, male, female. I want to show them everything that I know. And again, maybe I'll learn something from them through teaching. So it's always fun to do for me, man. I get a kick out of it. All right. So now everything's loaded. We got our notes on here for the next Pitmaster to come in and make sure that we keep everything caught up and on time. So in a few hours, we'll see you back here, and we're gonna have some good old pulled pork. I'm gonna go check out the dining room before I take off for the day. Coming through, guys. Excuse me, little mom. So, this is the dining room. There's a disco ball in every Rodney Scott's Whole Hog barbecue. Why? Because I like to party, I like music, and I was born in the 70s. So we gotta have a disco ball in every restaurant. We gotta have pits, great people, disco ball. Man, if your day don't start with made, something wrong. I would have to say the commitment, the love. It's a 12-hour minimum commitment to cooking this whole hog. And man, the Rodney Scott experience is a lot of labor. Somebody dedicated a half a day to serving up that perfect bite. Let's check this baby. Most of our guys are trained on temperature, but I like to feel it. There's an indicator that that baby's done. From this point on, we're gonna go get another wire. We're gonna lay that one on top. I'm gonna grab Stacy and we're gonna flip this baby over. And then we're gonna start to put our hog rub and mop on this hog. So we got Stacy here. This is our head pit master here in Charleston. All right, so we've added our second wire. Now we're gonna take it and flip it over. You gotta always coordinate with your partner. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
1, 2, 3. Yes, sir.
Now that I flipped it, I'm gonna bring the temperature back up. I'm gonna break it up and I'm gonna add my seasonings and then we'll mop. My mom gave me tips along the way. My dad showed me tips as well. And every time I do this, I go back to grandma's recipe of collecting the fat and saving it for fried chicken later on. Oh, man. Woo! Yeah, this baby is done. Pay for a few of them, you get nervous about dropping them. Ready? Yeah. The detail and technique for me for pulling the pig apart is you want to get all the bones out of your way first. Grab them, take that meat off of there, whatever meat's on. You get a lot of calluses. You tend to get a burn or two. I give the guys my overall guidance and tell them the finish that I'm looking for, so that they don't be out of their comfort zone when they're doing the work. Like me, I pull half at a time to not get too far ahead or mix loin with loin. And I like to complement the textures with each other.
When we started filming, you said this was your favorite part.
Oh man, it is.
Can you tell me why?
Because you got everything. Who can eat a whole hog in a bite? We can, because we can get everything. I love art. I used to try to draw as a kid growing up. It was just something about the way things looked. And I would always try to create with what I'm doing that art. Like, I would never send a plate out with just this. You know, it would have to be complemented with something else. You know, some people say whole hog is a lot of labor, but for us, it's a labor of love